Number 1, Google Pixel 8 Series. The Pixel 7 Pro won our Reader's Choice Award for Best Smartphone of the Year as well as our Editor's Choice Award. Needless to say, we're already really curious to see how the Pixel 8 series stacks up. We're expecting the usual upgrades like a Tensor G3 processor and improved camera quality, but we're also intrigued about new camera modes and AI-powered features. Either way, we're hoping Google finally brings much faster wired charging times to the Pixel 8 family, as this was the biggest issue we had with the Pixel 7 phones. Number 2, Samsung Galaxy S23 series. The Galaxy S23 line will likely be the most readily accessible flagship series for consumers around the world, owing to Samsung's huge geographic footprint and expansive network presence. So it definitely makes the list as one of 2023's most anticipated phones to watch out for. The S22 Ultra was an iterative model for the most part, while the Galaxy S22 and Galaxy S22 Plus made significant battery capacity cutbacks. So we're hoping Samsung ups the ante next year, with rumors indeed pointing to bigger batteries for the base S23 and S23 Plus models already. We're also expecting the S23 Ultra to gain a 200-megapixel camera, but we'll just have to wait to see what the company is capable of with this shooter. Number 3, Google Pixel Fold. We've been hearing about a Google Foldable for a couple of years now, with murmurings of 2 foldable devices and a cancellation. But it seems like we're closer than ever to seeing a Pixel Foldable in 2023, as a trusted leaker dropped renders earlier this month. The Pixel Fold is tipped to be much wider than the Galaxy Z Fold 4 while sliding in between the Samsung device and Oppo Find N in terms of height. Otherwise, renders also point to a triple rear camera with that familiar Pixel rear camera bar in tow. We're also expecting the usual Google goodness on board, such as AI-powered calling features, great picture quality, and smart camera capabilities. Number 5, Sony Xperia 1 5. The Xperia 1 4 was arguably Sony's most impressive flagship phone in years, in large part due to the use of an innovative variable telephoto rear camera. This allowed for continuous optical zoom between 3.5x and 5.2x. In saying so, we thought shots with this camera weren't as great as they could have been and that the zoom range was pretty small. So we're very intrigued to see how Sony addresses this with the Xperia 1 5. We're also interested to see what else the Japanese brand will bring to the table, as it's previously offered features like 4K and 120Hz screens, pro camera software, and more. Number 6, Oppo Find X6 Pro. The Find X5 Pro cracked the top 5 in our 2022 Editor's Choice Awards, and for good reason. Oppo's flagship combined a slick design, excellent display, and fast wired and wireless charging to great effect. So is it any wonder why we're looking forward to the Find X6 Pro? There's still plenty of room for improvement though, so we hope the new phone brings improved zoom capabilities, reduced bloatware, and a more reasonable price tag. One rumor also points to the Find X6 Pro gaining that crazy IMX989 1-inch main camera, so we definitely can't wait to see results from this shooter. Number 7, Google Pixel 7a. Yet another Pixel on the list? It's tough to argue otherwise, especially as rumors point to the Pixel 7a bringing several major upgrades. Leaks suggest additions like a 90Hz refresh rate, wireless charging, and an upgraded main camera. These would all be welcome upgrades as the Pixel 6a only offered a 60Hz screen, 18W wired charging with no wireless charging, and a 12-megapixel main camera. Otherwise, we hope Google's cheaper Pixel still comes with a reasonable price tag and flagship levels of power. Number 8, Samsung Galaxy Z 5 Foldables. The Galaxy Z Flip 4 and Fold 4 were undoubtedly the most polished foldable phones of 2022, while also being the most widely available foldables of the year. But those wishing for dramatic upgrades over 2021's models were sorely disappointed. These were very much evolutionary products. So all eyes are on the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and Galaxy Z Flip 5 to see whether they bring massive improvements over the Z Fold 4 and Z Flip 4. Display insider Ross Young has already claimed that 2023's flip phone will bring a much larger cover screen and a reduced crease. But could we see dust resistance, significantly upgraded cameras, and higher quality foldable screens? We'll just have to wait and see. Number 9, OnePlus 11. The OnePlus 10 Pro was a bit of a disappointment this year, bringing the usual expected upgrades like a bigger battery, more horsepower, and faster wired charging. But the phone let us down with a downgraded ultra-wide camera, poor low-light image capture, and an IP68 rating that was exclusive to T-Mobile. We've already seen apparent OnePlus 11 specs and renders, and it looks like we could be in for a bare minimum refresh again. Prominent rumored specs include a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset, a triple rear camera system, 50-megapixel main, 48-megapixel ultra-wide, and 32-megapixel 2x telephoto, and a 5000 mAh battery with 100-watt charging. But, hopefully, there's more to the new flagship than the specs would suggest. Number 10, Xiaomi 13 series. The Xiaomi 13 and Xiaomi 13 Pro already launched in China earlier in December, and they look like the first mainline Xiaomi flagships that can actually take it to the Galaxy S series. Both phones pack premium extras like telephoto cameras, IP68 ratings, and wireless charging. Otherwise, the Pro model also brings a 50-megapixel 1-inch main camera, 120-watt wired charging, and a Quad HD plus 120Hz screen. There's no word on global availability just yet, but Xiaomi tends to launch its mainline flagships a few weeks to a few months after the domestic release. That's all for today's video. If you found this video interesting, do drop a like and subscribe to my channel Digitech Tools for more infotainment tech videos.